Hey folks, my name is Bob Maindell, owner of Holding the Line Guide Service located on the eastern edge of the Texas Hill Country. It's the winter of 2023 and I wanted to put together a series of 3 videos on how to fish the Bladed Hazy Eye Slab. There's 3 techniques I use during the winter. One is called Snap Jigging, one is called Slow Smoking, and the other is called Easing. Going to do one video on each one of those. All right, in this video, we're going to talk about the technique called slow smoking. When's the appropriate time to use slow smoking? Well, of the 3 techniques that I use in the winter, slow smoking is the fastest technique used for the highest water temperatures and or the most active fish. So when the water temperature is above 53 degrees, when the fish are very active, chasing bait as seen on sonar up off the bottom, and or are active enough to draw birds at the surface, then it's probably a good bet that you can use this slow smoking technique. What slow smoking involves is simply dropping the lure to the bottom and retrieving it at a steady rate upwards to at least the top of the lower third of the water column. So here's how we do that step by step. I'm going to put the lure in the water, open the bail by hand, and let the lure fall all the way to the bottom. I'll know it hit the bottom because my line will go slack and the line will stop coming off of the reel, like so. Now, I'm going to close the bail by hand. That's critical. Close the bail by hand. All right, now, as you watch my hands on the reel, you're going to see that I reel, in this case, 6 or 7 times, and I do that very, very smoothly at a steady pace. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns. If I don't get a hit, if I observe on sonar that I've not been chased by a fish, then I open the bail by hand, let the lure fall back to the bottom, close the bail by hand, and repeat that, bringing the lure back up through the lower third of the water column like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, here's what I did not do. I did not reel mechanically like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting and stopping like that. That is a killer. Fish will just simply not be interested if you do that. All right, this is also to be avoided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm never really stopping, but I'm speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. That is also very, very unnatural. The key is to reel that lure up from the bottom smoothly at a steady rate, like so. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, for those of you who have difficulty doing that, what I've found with my clients, with kids, with rookies, is that using the thumper not only to attract fish as it's intended for, but also using it as a metronome to keep the rhythm for these folks is very helpful. Here's an example. You get the beat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to reel at that same beat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drop it to the bottom. Wait for I can pick up on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every time the beat comes, my fingers are going by the same exact spot in this revolution of the reel's handle. All right, now we're going to swing the camera and take a look at what this looks like on Garmin Live Scope. Okay, so this brown is the bottom. This is my lure suspended slightly off the bottom. I'm going to let it drop down to bottom. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I drop it. You can see it rides up off the bottom smoothly and slowly. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is convince fish that this is a threadfin shad, and when we get a positive response with a fish chasing after this bait, the key is, and if you hear nothing else in this video, hear this, the key is you cannot break your cadence. When you're getting chased by a fish, you have to keep reeling at the exact same speed that you were reeling when you attracted that fish in the first place. You cannot speed up, you can't slow down, you can't pause or hesitate or stare in amazement at the screen. Those things are deal breakers, guys. You just have to keep right on going and keep reeling right up until the moment either that fish overtakes your lure and you get bit, or it gives up on it and starts to turn back to bottom. Okay? Those are the key to slow smoking. All right, now, sometimes as you're working your slab, you will encounter suspended fish, like this one here, like these two here. In that case, what you'll want to do is go to the level that those fish are at and 2 or 3 turns higher, regardless of how many turns you've already made, so that you can give those fish both the space and the time to react to your lure and show you whether or not they're going to be willing to chase your lure. All right, want to talk a little bit about the Bladed Hazy Eye Slab. First off, the blade itself. If you've not used the MAL lure for white bass in the summer months, this may not make as much sense to you, but there is absolutely something about that spinning blade that draws white bass when they will otherwise not be interested in anything else. So we've tried to incorporate a spinning blade into a slab so that that shine and flash and vibration is present even in a bait appropriate for the winter months. That is really the heart of this Bladed Hazy Eye Slab. That is attached with a swivel, so the package is small and tangle free. All right, let's move our way on up. A quality VMC treble hook. On the smaller 3/8 ounce products, we use a number 6 treble, and on the 3/4 ounce and 5/8 ounce products, we're using a number 5 treble. Moving on up, the split ring itself. That is a stainless steel quality VMC split ring rated at 88 pound test, regardless of what size of slab you purchase. Next, the body itself. Notice it's shad shaped, not minnow shaped. We've placed a false eye very near the treble hook. That is the focal point. That's what draws the most attention from predators. And we've chosen to use the base color, provide the base color by using powder coat. Never, never using paint or decals because they simply will not last. All right, these are both poured and powder coated and assembled in Texas. Moving our way up towards the top, the Snap. The Snap is rated at 94 pound tests, also produced by VMC. The Snap does a couple of things for you. It allows for freedom of movement, a wag left and right on the rise, and a shimmy or flutter on the fall. It also makes for very quick upsizing and downsizing of your lure because of ease of lure changes with the Snap feature. And then finally, there is the stinger hook. I don't know of any other white bass specific slabs that incorporate stinger hooks. They may be out there, but I will tell you that absolutely puts more fish in the boat, and the colder the water is, the more true that statement is I just made. We're using a single quality VMC hook there. There is a lightweight braided loop that allows that stinger hook to be vacuumed rearward when a fish opens its mouth, flares its gills, and sucks water to try to vacuum a prey fish, or in this case a slab, into its mouth. That will often be the very first thing that makes contact. Of the 3 slabbing techniques I've described, you're going to see your snap jigging tactic will produce the most fish on the stinger hook itself. All right, good luck with that technique.